recorded one video, and I was actually talking about customer service, but because that's what I pretty much do as an assistant to a very busy surgeon. I'm serving customers all day. I have both internal and external customers. Most of my external customers are his patients. Internal is him and everybody else who asked me to do stuff. And the first video, I feel like it came off a little more snarky than I intended. So my biggest deal about customer service is that it is hard to serve the American public. And I am also, in my day-to-day life, my work life, a customer, many times calling insurance carriers and having to speak to people in call centers. And I guess my biggest thing is that as somebody who is answering a phone all day, or answering emails, or responding to intranet type of messages, you know, people have so much access to you these days. I mean, back in the day, it was just the phone, but now we have ways for patients to contact us via our internal messaging system and via email and phone, and some of the older people will literally write a note and fax it, you know, and expect a response. So it's somebody who's doing that all day. It's a whole lot, and you know, coupled with the fact that the people that are calling my office are not sometimes in the best of shape. I mean, they're calling because they need help, because they're in pain. So they, again, sometimes are not kind. I have to say that most of the time when I'm dealing with patients, they are super kind. And I think because I try to remember what it's like to be a patient. The things that have frustrated me as a patient, I try not to put that on somebody else. I try to answer my phone, because it drives me crazy when I call people and I never actually get a live person, even with the direct phone number. I try to return people's phone calls. I mean, our standard is that we do have to call people back within 24 hours, but of course people want to be called back sooner than that, but the standard that we have is 24 hours, and I fail because it's one of me and hundreds of them. So it gets a little frustrating. But as someone who calls into insurance companies, and by and large I'm dealing with call centers when I do that, there's also a frustration that is connected with that. And you know, a lot of call centers these days, I think people are changing this a lot, but a lot of them are located outside of our country. So I mean, I've asked people, where are you? And they're in the Philippines, they are in Indonesia, they are just all over the place. And so when you are in that position, it's I think very difficult, because basically you have a script. You know, you don't really, no one expects that these folks are going to problem solve. Not that they can't, not that they don't have the intelligence to problem solve for, you know, customers like me, but they don't have the tools, because all they have is a script. So oftentimes when I have a problem and I'm calling in about it, all they can do is stick to the script. And I have often been frustrated by this. Because, you know, when you need an answer, you need an answer. And, you know, you don't need to be transferred all over the place only to get back to the first person that you talk to, who then reads the same script that they read like 30 minutes ago. So, but I think for me, and what I guess my encouragement is to you guys, because I know that we all utilize customer service, whether it's in person at Target, or whether it's to our insurance companies or wherever you might be calling, I have to dial it back and be like, okay, this person is not in charge. They did not make the rules. They generally are just following the rules. And they cannot, are not in a lot of times even allowed to go off script, which is half the time what you need people to do when you have a problem, when you're calling in about a problem. And so I have learned to just dial it back, give it time, and eventually I will get to the person who can help me. But my frustration has been in the past that I just want that person who's on the other end, as soon as they answer the phone, to answer my question, even if it's outside the box. So my rant got cut off, so I just wanted to say in closing to be kind to customer service workers, and please comment down below with either your experience as a customer or as a customer service worker. Please give me some thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Bye guys.